You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Back again up in this entertaining for you. Come for my M's, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone if you don't wanna rumble. You pop like my Did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Having some fun while you out on your run, taking victory laps. I'm in the hood with them ones. Catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta. I hit the blue flame later with them two-tone gators. Who you know gon' face? I see them keep trying, professional imitators. Rep, where's the flag? Now you're making me mad. With 47, get that. You better get back. Pop, like my Did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This one caught out wide by Landry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, you know how difficult that is in the NFL. I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Brady. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Wentz now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. On play action, it's Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown! Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Brady going to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Boyle here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Pollard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pollard again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action. Now it's Brady. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
That throw by Brady.
What the fuck is wrong with this?
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he'll go down at the 28.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Brady now to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Crowder. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as it
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Colts 10.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now it's Crowder. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over a 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Wentz. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. D. Ford able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Parker, 83 yards. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Buccaneers 28, Colts 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Crowder. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
81.
Wentz going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
I got lucky as shit. Touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he finds Parker here, complete. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Off the option, here's Akers. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's got some space here. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going deep here for Landry. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another completion for Tom Brady, and I just know that in his New England days, he would fight to stay out there until the end, until that clock hits zeros. But here in Tampa Bay, I just wonder if they'll want him to come out of the game and hand him the baseball cap in recognition of a job well done in this one.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, Akers hit, he coughs it up. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.